Alright, so we are now onto the almost last part of the video game. We're going to go to the access hangar at Area 66 and fight Kojak. This is not an amazing level. It's barely a level. So let's do it. I would say the last level that we did, the Frank one, is probably the last like real level in the game, kind of.
The house doesn't always win. I'm out of here. You're right. Should have probably killed the bitch, but I got work to do.
He's communicating with someone over a transmitter. A chaser. It must be one of those fixers. Can't we get any sound?
No, it's one of those inner ear jobs. There's no sound to get. We did pick up some fishy signals, but the encryption is military grade.
I thought we had the keys to all the chaser encryption schemes.
So did I, but not this one. Maybe it's a new code.
Strange. That smile. I've seen it somewhere before.
There's a flood of audience interest in Jack.
How much have we lost?
145 million at present, sir.
What? The entire audience must have bid on him.
Only 30% or so, but there was no point limit. We had some bids over the 100,000 mark.
Should we remove Jack from the bidding?
We can't do that. He's our star player. Nor can we eliminate him quietly. No. It will have to be done on camera, or the audience will never buy it.
I know he's supposed to be good, sir, but what if he's up against something he's never seen before?
Continue.
Look at this.
What exactly am I looking at?
We found this during our analysis of the municipal data. As you know, we already did a thorough scan of the military installation on the eastern side of the island. But then we found some interesting discrepancies in the power usage records.
Very interesting. Lead Jack there.
Will do.
Put him at -400 with no limit, and be sure to mention we don't know his current whereabouts.
Yes, sir.
You're right. Should have probably killed the bitch, but I got work to do.
Work? What might that be, Jack?
So we got ourselves another motorcycle level. This one's kind of different because they try and make it like an actual level, which doesn't really work in my opinion, because they still want you to do like challenges and stuff like that, even though, you know, the combat isn't exactly amazing when it comes to the these kinds of levels. So getting the points could take a little bit. There is a bloodbath challenge, which is fine. So, you know, it is what it is. I would rather an actual normal level here, or just another one that's, you know, drive to the end. I don't know how all three of those just died. Okay, they're bad at driving. That's how they keep doing it, right? I do like this, like, Mad Max kind of level. That's kind of what it reminds me of now. Like these buggies. This is like straight out of Mad Max. I do love that attack too. Get out of here. Am I gonna make it up top? Hell yeah. I think you have to stay down below if you want to do the challenge, though, if I'm not mistaken. That might not be true. I think I'm about to hit the challenge, aren't I? Like that... Or how many points could... I thought it said 2,500, but it might be more. Because I'm way past 2,500. Kaboom. Row, fight the power. That guy died somehow. I really don't know how. I just off screen heard someone go, "Oh!" Okay, so what? It's like 5 or 50,000? No, it's just done. Pips players. I think as long as I keep driving, I'll just reach it. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Why would you jump over here? It's just gonna be easier to kill. Here we go. Get out of here. You ain't coming with me, boy. Wah. This one's kind of different. It's interesting. I don't love the bike controls here. That's about the only thing I don't like about this.
Y'all know a minute with the Black Baron is guaranteed to send you right back to heaven. But y'all's got to give the devil his due now. And the best way is to find yourself some alien-looking gray motherfuckers and run down as many of they bitch asses as you can. Watch them close, though. Because if they make a move, those little bug-eyed freaks is worth mad points, yo. Baby, yo, baby, come on now. The Black Baron's package may be otherworldly, but I'm still human, girl. Wait! Oh, hell no!
So, there are now aliens, which I like because they introduce a new primary color into the game, because their blood is blue. We are demonstrating here that blue lives do not, in fact, matter, and they never have. So, let's just take care of these aliens. That's really, like, the only attack you can do that's, like, worth anything. I think you could just run into them, but there's not really a good point in doing that. It's better to just knock them over. Get out of here. Yeah, so I like the introduction of a completely new primary color. I think that's nice. This one's also not set up well. I feel like there's not enough things to kill these guys with. Does this button? That's just the same. Oh, it's a turnaround move. Swinging the nunchuck does a spin around move. Whereas, I'm just swinging the Wii remote, and it's doing that attack. Why don't you get caught in the fucking press? Get out of here! This is a pretty high scoring one, too, even though I feel like I'm not doing as much. Oh, here we go. This would be a good one. Why are they wearing crowns? I never noticed that before. Now, according to IMDb, Roger Craig Smith plays the aliens. Which, I don't know, it doesn't really sound like him. He's never done, like, a voice like this before. So, I don't know. Yeah, I always like going to these, like, older games where, like, a voice actor will be in it, like, before they got popular. Because, like, Roger Craig Smith's in it. Nolan North is in it. Well, I think at this point Uncharted had come out, so I don't know. But Roger Craig Smith, actually, no, same year as Resident Evil 5. So, I don't know. 40. That was 40 enemies? Shit. That was pretty good. You're pretty good. Yeah, I get it. I'm still fighting Kojak, dude. Kojak's a weird character. Again, if this was like No More Heroes, we would have a little bit of backstory with the character. We would talk to him before we fight him. But we literally just kind of, usually in the cutscenes, the guy appears, and we just kind of look at him. So we don't really get a sense of who the fuck Kojak is. Again, if I had the announcers on, they would say some stuff that you can gather about the character, but I don't have them on because it's annoying. But he's like Kojak's like an Australian Jack, which I think is kind of funny. I always like, mirror characters, and that's basically what Kojak is. Get out of here. Usually crashing into them works. I don't know why that didn't work that time. Get out of here. Thank you. Row, fight the power. I don't know why this song reminds me of that. That would also be a perfect, like, presidential song. Like, at an inauguration. Like, let's say, hypothetically, best case scenario, my dude wins. We get a Bernie presidency. That's the song he should walk out to, is just, do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row, fight the power. That would be incredible. I would enjoy that. See, routine violence. What else am I supposed to do in this level? Right? All I can do is the one attack. That's also routine violence, apparently. And it doesn't look like I get points if they crash into something. Which kind of stinks. I had a weird dream the other night that Metal Gear Solid 5 got finished. Then they released it, and it was, because there was a picture, like a couple months ago, of David Hayter with Kiefer Sutherland, like they finally met. And I was like, oh my god, wait, what if that was at a recording studio? And they'll both be in it this time. And so, like, the dream was, it was like the end that it was supposed to be, where it's a big assault with all the, like, Diamond Dogs fighting together. And then Solid Snake came in at the end, and it was David Hayter. It was great. Although I don't know how I heard that in my dream, because I don't know how you hear a voice, but whatever. It was so vivid, I was like, oh, this is actually happening. So it was one of those that I was sad to wake up from. It's a shame that that will never get finished. And we'll probably never see another Metal Gear game ever again. Even though Konami's like, hey, we're thinking of making a new Silent Hill game. It's like, I genuinely do not believe that. Like, I just don't believe that's happening. Apparently that was the leak anyway. I don't think Konami actually said that. In the leak, apparently they're thinking about it. But they're also planning a new Silent Hill movie. The guy who directed the first one was like, yeah, I'm doing that. So, I don't know. Maybe Konami actually is planning to do something. That'd be cool. Do a Metal Gear, please, for the love of God. And, like, bring someone competent in to do it. Maybe someone with the initials of HK? Hideki Kamiya? No, Hideo Kojima.
I'm gonna fuck you up!
Actually, I don't know if that's a British accent or a, Oh, I got him, alright. Really, that's probably the best thing to do against him, is to just play chicken. Alright. I don't think that hit, did it? No, it did, alright. It looked like I got hit there, but we're fine. Yeah, so this is the only thing I don't like about this part, is that these bike controls don't control amazingly, and also he's like constantly just behind you, so it's kind of hard to get a hit off on him. This sounds so much like a Dead Rising 2 song, it's unbelievable. Yeah. So yeah, playing chicken with him and initiating the clash is probably the best thing to do, but it's also, you know, pretty good to get these little pot shots off on him. Oh, that missed. I don't know how you initiate the clash, actually. If you're just both going at each other, or if there's a specific moment. Because it usually just happens randomly, like while I'm attacking him. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is like fighting Chuck. I guess this game came out first, so who knows? Get out of here. it looks so much like you get hurt because the panel that you're in is the one that gets cut. I would have liked to have seen Kojak come back. I think he's in the multiplayer mode, which I've never played. I think it's... the multiplayer mode is Jack and Kojak. They go through, like, bloodbath challenges. So Kojak is technically one of the playable characters. Alright. I knew it was going to come down to just waggling the remotes. That was pretty easy, though. Take that! Just another day on the job. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. That was not a good, like, end of mission comeback. I figured there'd be a cutscene after that level, I guess not. Alright, so this is the last bad level in the game. We've got the facility, and we're fighting the Masters. This is the last, what I would consider, like, problem in the game. It's like, I would say, really, it's the last, like, real level of the game. It's not really, but it's what I would consider to be, like, the final level, because of the difficulty spike is pretty ridiculous.
So he got through.
We're getting a large number of claims from the audience, sir. I'm not sure how much longer we can keep Jack's feed black.
Work to do. Could he mean chaser work? If so, who is he after?
Number 3, number 6, number 7, number 15. Some of our biggest supporters are threatening to pull funding.
We're getting more complaints from the mass audience as well, sir.
Fine, fine. Open the channels to the installation. Put in a request to the sponsors of our top 10 ranked contestants. See if they'll agree to pitting their men against Jack.
Right away.
Sponsors. Who's sponsoring Jack?
It's number 13, sir.
Lord Gesser.
Yes. Except the contract was voided last night after the skirmish in Asian Town. This says the contract with Jack was presenting issues.
Someone is still supporting him.
He's a popular player. Anyone in our audience could be supplying him with weapons, contract or not.
True enough. And we're sure Lord Gesser backed out.
Sponsor-contestant agreements are strictly confidential, but all signs point to ties being severed.
Then get me Gesser. I need to speak with him.
Yes, sir.